Hi guys, welcome back to my channel this week. As you saw in the video description, I am trying out new products and letting you know what I think of them. So if you'd like to see some new products, looking for something to replace what you've used up, or if you're just feeling stale and you want to know what's what, keep on watching. So full disclaimer, a lot of the items are not new as in like just dropped or just released items. Some of these items have been out for 6 months, maybe even longer, but these are all products that are new to me. A couple of them I tested when they came in. I could not wait, so those specific items I'll let you know aren't first impressions, but I have almost a full vase of new items. So without further ado, we're gonna dive right in. So you might be able to tell, but I actually did already put on primer and foundation. My primer is the Hey Honey Good Morning Facial Silk Serum. I've been using that for months, mentioned it in some previous videos, still love it so much. When I ran out of a tiny sample, did end up buying the full size. And for foundation, this is the Believe Beauty Foundation. I did want to try a new foundation for you guys. It's right here, but I kind of had some reservations. I'll let you know why. This is actually a lab sample from Milani that they sent me, asked me to try it out and review, but I decided I don't want to talk about it in the video for a couple different reasons. The first reason I don't want to talk about it is that when I was reviewing it, they asked and were like, oh, okay, so by the way, remind us, did we send you the green bottle or the orange bottle? So you can see there's a sticker here, and this little 00, that's just the shade number. But obviously you get the green, but that got me to thinking, oh, they must be like tweaking the formula still some. This is going to be the Milani Muse, something like that foundation. It hasn't come out yet. So I didn't really want to chalk it up. If they use this formula, great, you're going to want it for sure. It's awesome, but I don't know for sure which formula they're going to end up releasing, and I would hate to chalk this one up just for them to go with whatever the orange bottle formula is, and then you guys be like, what are you talking about? That's not how it performed on you. So keep your eyes peeled. Milani's coming out with the new foundation. It's not the Screen Queen whatever one. They just came out with the blue filter protection. It's not that, the blue light one. This is another new one. It's not their 2-in-1 concealer one either. Something new, not out yet. The other reason is this shade that they sent me is a little too dark for me. So I don't want to look too Oompa Loompa orangey, whatever. Obviously, it's the winter here in Ohio. I'm not tan whatsoever. So that's why foundation's not in here. But do have some new stuff from Milani coming. I also did go ahead and set the Believe foundation with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting powder. If you haven't seen my Wet n Wild review video yet, I'll leave that link down below. There were some great products in that video that are super affordable. So next we're going to move on to our brows. So for brows today, we're going to be using this NYX brow pencil. Never used it. It's called the Fill and Fluff pencil. I got it in shade Ash Brown. Now, this is supposed to be so unique or different or whatever you want to call it, because instead of a spoolie on the other side of the pencil like many brow pencils have, this one has a little bit of a brush. And I was curious enough about it to buy it, but I don't know if I'm going to like it or not, because I guess it's supposed to make your brows look like the soap brow trend, which is where your hairs kind of like stick up and are a little like bushy, messier. I usually try to make my brows look more tidy and neat, so I truly don't know how I'm gonna feel about this, but we're gonna find out together. All right, so here's one side. It's angled. I do like that. And I'm gonna go in the way I normally do with the bottom first, just to outline it, and then fill in what needs filled in. Okay, so I don't really like how thick this is. I don't know how well you can see here, but this tip is really actually quite thick. I like my pencils a little bit thinner. It made it kind of hard to be really precise with the outside, but it did seem really creamy. Let's go ahead and use the brush. It's much smaller than I expected. I don't know, even on camera this looks big to me, but it's, I mean, maybe the circumference of a dime, maybe. It's really tiny. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that and try to blend brush up in the product. Okay, maybe there's a little bit of a learning curve, but from first impressions, this is not the one for me. The brush did really distribute the product nicely within the brow, but again, it's just very messy looking to me around the edges. I couldn't be precise, and therefore it looks, I don't know, really just fake and blocky to me. It's not my favorite. So I will keep using this. Maybe, again, like I said, it's a learning curve, but based on first impressions, I would pass on the NYX Fill and Fluff. Yeah, I just did my other brow, and again, this little brush, it is filling, like distributing the product, but when you get to the top of the brow, it doesn't really fluff my brows up. It just continues to smear the product above my brow and sheer it out. Which I am definitely not a fan of. So I would pass on that if I were you. I'll let you know in a future video or updates down in the description if I change my mind on that. So next up, we are reviewing a product that I was sent complimentary to review. Again, this product was free, sent to me to review. Just want to disclose that. But I received this from Influencer. Influencer is a group that can help influencers get product basically to review, share with others, let them know their thoughts. This is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I believe this has been out for a while, but they have a new formula. They, however, did not send me the new formula. They sent me the original formula to try. Let's pop it on our lids and see what we think. So I do like the packaging. The top here is like a little crystal. I don't know how much that'll read on camera, but that's kind of cool. I have been lately using my Wet n Wild primer, and that's been working just fine. But I can already tell you the nice thing about this is there is a wand, because the Wet n Wild one is just a squeezy tube, so you either have to go with your finger, or usually what I do is take a concealer brush to apply that. So I do like the fact that this comes with a little applicator here. It's very flat. It doesn't quite look like a concealer applicator. It's flatter than that. I don't know how that'll work on my eye shape, but we will see. Yeah, the angle, size, shape, I guess shape maybe is what you would call it, of the applicator is awkward on the eyes. I don't see in any way, shape, or form how I would be able to just apply it with that, because I can't like spread the product evenly over my eye. So you would either need to take a concealer brush to finish out, or do what I'm doing here with my finger and just tap it out, because otherwise it's like really bunched up in some areas and it's not evenly distributed. We'll see how the product wears. I'll let you know down in the description. It's hard to say first impressions with eyeshadow primers, because you really do need to wear it to see if it creases or bunches or does any weird stuff, to see if it was effective or not. Okay, so next we are going in with what I think is my favorite item in this whole video. I've used it once. But I was so excited to get this. This is from Lunar Beauty. This is the Moon Spell palette. I have been screeching, literally screeching, since this came out in October. I am just now getting my hands on it because it does normally retail for $48 from Lunar Beauty. But I saw that Manny MUA, the owner of the brand, posted, and they did do a 50% off sale for President's Day. So I went ahead and picked it up. I love the fact that it looks like a tome, a book. It slides out of this case here. This is the back of the palette. It's really nice gold. This is textured. It actually looks like pages here. The attention to detail and packaging was really amazing to me on this one. I mean, they just really nailed it. It's nice and heavy. If you have never gotten anything from Lunar Beauty, I would highly recommend it. This is the first product I've gotten from them, and it just makes me want to use even more. Here's the inside of the palette. So we've got a nice mixture of mattes and shimmers here. When I played and dipped into this before, I used 4 colors. I used Bonnie and Marty, these 2 greens, and then Sarah and Mary up here, these two more cool toned colors. I'm thinking I'm going to dip into kind of the purpley pink things today. And to do that, I'm going to use new tools. So I have a lot of new tools here. First out, shout out to Shelby. A few months ago, I was asking if anybody had any brush recommendations. She said she loves the IT brushes. She even sent me a link. They were on sale at the time. So I picked up this little Your Superhero Face and Eye Travel Brush Set. It's normally 50 bucks. Got it for half off, 25. Thank you, Shelby. I've really enjoyed these. Personally, I don't really like the case. I feel like it kind of like mashes the brushes when you put them back in there, but I have really enjoyed these brushes. The handles are really nice and firm, so I'm going to use probably some of those today, but then also over the President's Day sale, I got a couple other brush sets from Morphe that were half off, one of which was the Jaclyn Hill Complexion Edition. The brushes look very nice. I'll be using some of those. I'll be honest, I thought that the case they came in seemed really cheap. I mean, it's just like the free bags you could get from Ulta. Not impressed with that, and the cardboardy thing like broke right out of the box. So, I also got the James Charles eye brush set. This case impressed me much more. This little travel sturdy hardcore thing. It's got clasps on it for traveling. This came with 13 pieces, and the Jaclyn face one came with 5, but I got both of those, so I'm going to use those as well just to test out some new things as I'm applying the Moon Spell palette. So let's go into that palette now. Alright, so first I'm going in from James Charles set, the M433, and this eyeshadow primer is very dry. It doesn't feel like I need to set it, but I am going to go in with Sarah, this cool tone shade here, just for a little crease moment. This brush feels amazing, really soft. I love the feeling of new brushes. I will say already there's a couple bristles shedding, but I'm not like super concerned about that. I think that's pretty new I think that's pretty normal for new brushes to have a little bit of shedding here. And it does look like a more natural bristled brush instead of a synthetic, in case you care about that sort of thing. So I'm going to use the same brush, and next I'm going to go in with Paige, this shade right here. This looks kind of purple pinky. I'm just going to test the waters a little bit with this one, also in the crease, to see how pigmented it is. Ooh, I'm glad I just tapped a little, because actually it's pretty darn pigmented. A little goes a long way. That is really pretty. Okay, so I think next I'm gonna go in with Sabrina, this really dark purple on the end here. And I am gonna switch brushes just to try to get a little more precise in the corner here. Gonna switch to more of an oval shadow brush here. Sorry, like I said, I just got these, so I'm taking them out. And I'm going to use the M166. I know this is probably more of a concealer brush, but I think it's going to help me get into the corner where I want here with Sabrina. This has quite a bit of pigment and fallout, so I am really being liberal with tapping off in the pan because I did my foundation first. And I don't want any of that to go on my face underneath my lashes here. But honey, she is pigmented. Wow. Do you guys see that? Do you see how purple that is? I mean, come on. It's not faded at all. It's like a real, true purple. That looks so good. Come on, Sabrina. I like this more of a rounded brush too because you can really pack the product on if you want to intensify the pigment there in the corner the way I'm trying to do. That's so nice, you guys. Okay, Phoebe or Prue. There's two really nice glitters here. Right here and right here. I wish I could pull you guys because they both look so good. I think I'm going to go with Phoebe. And I'm going to go in with my finger on that one just because I think it's going to give me a little more of what I want. Oh, holy smokes. You guys. Oh, I'll zoom you in a minute. This is so gorgeous. It's like a pinky base with blue and purple refract. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm not even going to have to blend it into Sabrina. It's just really doing it for me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so note to self, buy more from Lunar Beauty. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm going to leave the inner corner on purpose because there is a product later I think is going to tie in nicely that I'm going to want to use there. But wow. Okay, I'm going to zoom you in. Look at this eye look. I hope that the like duochrome and all the reflect and all that is coming off on camera because it is gorgeous in person. I know that this looks a little like loud right now, but once you put on liner and mascara and things, it'll look okay. Minus the brow that, you know, on a normal day I would just say don't use the NYX one, but this palette is gorgeous. Manny, you knocked it out of the park, Manny. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bronze the face. I'm not using anything new, just my LA Colors bronzer here. If you haven't seen my last video, the Girl on the Go tutorial, using all my Project Pan items, that's just what this is from. I'll link that below. And friends, we have indeed hit pan, so we're making progress. Okay, and I did that using my new Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH02 brush. I am going to get my little nose chisel brush from the James Charles palette because I don't have a brush to do that, but I think I'm going to try to contour my nose a little bit with it. Okay, so this is the E62 contoured nose brush. I'm just going to take a little contour on that and see what we can do, see what we can make happen with this nose here. I'm not like super unhappy with my nose. It's not like ridiculously wide, but you know, it doesn't hurt to make it look slim, right? Ooh, this angle is really nice to get into here because you do need to connect if you're contouring. You don't want to do two straight lines. You want to connect it up into this portion. Otherwise it can be obvious. So I do really like the angle of it for that. And then I'm just going to put any excess on my brush on the tip of my nose, again to blend it out. Get us looking nice and snatched here on the nose. Okay, and another Project Pan moment with you guys. I told you I had 2 blushes on my list, and today is the day we finish off the last little bit of the Ulta Beauty Paradise Blush Foundation. This will be the first item I'm crossing off my Project Pan 2020 list. You can see there's just a little bit like in the rim there. The whole rest is gone. So I'm sharing this moment with you, and I'm using my new Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH04 brush. And there she is, 100% empty. Okay, so I don't have anything new for setting spray or for eyeliner, so I'm going to use my Ico London eyeliner in Black Carbon, as well as my Wet n Wild setting spray, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So we have eyeliner, and I also went in again to a Moonspell palette with Piper here and an M508 and smoked out the lower lash line, kind of connected it to the top here. Just to give it kind of a purple smoky vibe. I'm really liking it. I intentionally pointed the corners of the eyeshadow here. I don't know, I just liked it that way. And I also wanted to mention to you guys, for my complexion today, I use a new sponge here. I cannot remember the company. I will leave it in the description below, but it's not that important because it's crap. This sponge was $3. I got it online. It clearly came from China. It took like a month to get here. It's really just too soft. It's not firm enough to bounce. And I also ordered a little metal holder that was supposed to like hold it was supposed to hold your beauty blender kind of like this, be like a cute decoration for when it's damp to dry, not just lay on the counter, whatever, in the shape of a cat. It came broken in pieces, and I reached out to their company, their customer service, and no one responded. So peace, bye, never ordering from them again, but I will let you know the name of that company in the description just in case you see it advertised on Instagram the way I did in Fall Victim. So next we're going into some Essence products. So previously I used this Essence product. This is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. It was great. And I did get some feedback that some other people were like, ooh, yes, try some of the other ones, because I had bought some other ones at the same time. So today I'm going to try the Get Big Lashes Volume Curl Mascara, which says it's lash lifting from Essence. And then I also have from Essence here a lash and brow gel mascara, Style and Comb, that I thought we'd run that through the brows since that NYX thing did nothing for us, to see how we feel about this gel. So I'm going to go with the gel first. I really like the Essence is inexpensive. All this stuff was like $3.99 per piece, not, of course, all together. So again, with brow gels, it's kind of hard to give you a first impressions. It doesn't feel gloopy, so that's good. But I really will have to wait for it to dry to see if it feels crunchy, crispy, uncomfortable, or if it's nice. It does look like it's lifting my brows a bit more. Maybe it's just because it's new though, but this brush seems almost like saturated with products, so my brows look like wet right now. But we'll see if they dry that way, if they dry crunchy, what the deal is with that. Now we're going in with the Get Big Lashes Volume Curl. This brush is massive, okay? When I tell you, like, goodness gracious, it's huge, and it's got like this curved shape to it on here. So maybe that's what's gonna help lift our lashes. So far this is not giving me any sort of volume, which is funny considering it says volume curl. I'm gonna go ahead and put on a second coat just to see if we can build it up any. Okay, I gave it 2 coats. It definitely built up a little bit more. I'm gonna dunk in and try to do a third coat. As far as lifting, overall it does look lifted, but I do have a few tiny on this side hairs. I don't know if you can see them, but I have a few lashes that still want to go down. Really don't know if you can see them there. Maybe if I put my hand up. They're going down. They're not getting lifted like the rest of them. And up close it's like, where's my lashes? Like, where are they? Hello? Hello? So I dunked in again. We're going in for coat 3. Alright, well, I've put 3 coats on. I'm still not impressed. Normally this would be a day that I would go, let's get some falsies to save the day. But considering that it's already 4:56 here, I am not going to put false lashes on at 5 p.m. Sorry, guys. Not doing it. So far, the Essence Lash Princess is the winner. I don't like this one. Let me know if you want to see more mascaras from Essence. They have tons. I mean, they probably have at least a dozen. I already own this third one. This is the False Lashes Mascara, Extreme Volume and Curl. I got all 3 of these. So let me know if you want, you know, maybe third time's a charm. The first one was good, though. So we'll see how the third one is in another video if you guys want to see that. So next we're going to highlighter. I'm so excited for this one, you guys. This is an Ofra highlighter. I have tried Ofra highlighter before, but only once from an Ipsy. It was Rodeo Drive, which is such a favorite color of so many people. But this is a Nikki Tutorials collab, and this is Space Baby. Okay, so this kind of has like a blue hue hint to it. This packaging is really, really nice and heavy. It seems really fancy. I like even just holding it. And I'm going with the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH09 brush here. So I'm just going to put a little on the brush, pop it in the cheekbone, and this is supposed to have kind of like a blue hue to it. So I'm kind of excited. Wow. Oh goodness. Can you see that? Please tell me you can see that on camera. Like, wow. This is, I know why it's called Space Baby. I mean, like, literally intergalactic right now. Please tell me the sun's picking that up. Like, let me try to put it on the other cheekbone. Sometimes the sun gets that one better. Nikki, honey, you did this too. This is so fun. I don't know if I could wear it to work. I don't know, it might be kind of fun. What do you think? Would you judge me if I wore blue highlighter? If you work with me, comment down below. Would you judge me if I wear blue highlighter? Because I'm kind of living for this moment. I'm not going to lie. It's really nice. I know you can see that it has a sheen to it on camera, but I don't know if you guys can see the blue that's in it. Wow. That's really nice. It's so good. I want more. Okay, so I'm also going to take a little brush and put some of this in the inner corner. Going with the medium chisel fluff brush, M152. This is from the James Charles eye set. Just going to take a little of that same Space Baby highlighter, tie the look all together, go in the inner corner here. Wow, that goes so well with Lunar Beauty's eyeshadow. Like, amazing. The reflect and everything. Oh my gosh. Well, that's just it. Wesley's gonna have to take me out to dinner, right? Like, there's no other option. This looks so good. Wow, I'm shook. I did go ahead and put a little on the very tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose for fun. I really like how this looks. I'm gonna do a little on the Cupid's bow too. This is such a fun intergalactic look. I'm just feeling myself. Sorry everyone, I'm feeling myself right now. Let's go to lips. Okay, so I got an Ofra lip as well, which I can't remember if I've tried their liquid lipsticks. This is another collab with Nikki Tutorials. It's called Coven. It's a really dark shade though, and I don't think it's gonna go with this look because I think it's kind of brown, but I don't know, there's some brown in the eye. I'm gonna try it. For all I know, I'm not going anywhere the rest of the day, so this is what this video is for. Testing new products, right? So we're gonna give it a go. Wow, okay. I know, you're probably like, this took it to a whole new like vampy level, but I'm honestly not mad about it. So we'll see how the dry down time is on that in a few minutes, but it says it lasts 3 to 5 hours, I believe, on the packaging. Okay, so it says perfectly lined for up to 5 hours on there. Let's see the dry down time. I love the shape of that. It was so easy to outline my lip even without a liner. Okay guys, and here is the final look. Okay, so what do you guys think? I know the lip is really kind of like a metallic brown. I'm kind of living for it. I know it's not super matchy-matchy with the purple blue look we had going. Maybe more of a nude or a pink would look better with it. But for the purposes of me trying new makeup, I love this look. I honestly feel really confident in this. But this is definitely one of those looks that I'm like wearing this to work, like I'm sure people would be like, I don't know, people are so judgmental. I need to just get over it because I really like it and it makes me really happy and I feel really motivated to do things when I wear makeup like this. And I don't know, it's just me. I live for the vampy moon spell, like all those are my vibes. I love it. So let me know please in the comments below. I would love to know, have you tried any of these products? Which ones did you think looked good on me? Which ones were you like, girl, okay, that's a little too much? Because I'd rather be judged by you guys online than in person at work. So let me know. I'll keep trying some of these. I love trying new products. Obviously it's why I'm doing Project Pan because I have too many new products, but I do try to get stuff on sale so that I'm not just like, you know, not being frugal. Update on the lips before I go. They have dried down. They feel very matte. Not kiss proof. There is a little bit of my hand transferring, but I'll be curious to see if this does last up to 5 hours. It feels not sticky, matte enough, but like I feel like it's gonna stay put. I don't have to worry about like some of them, they just, you know, go outside of the lines and are like all over the place in an hour, but yeah. So thank you again guys. If you have not already, please click that subscribe button. It just takes a second. It really helps me out with support from you guys. Also helps it so that other brands can make sure that people are actually paying attention to what I'm saying, can make some of these products like the lab samples from Milani actually happen. So there's more products for me to share with you guys. So I upload every single Sunday and I hope to see you again next week. Thanks.